My name is Sarah Smith. I'm an assistant professor in ecology and evolution here at MRU, and my teaching tip is creating a good class environment with playlists. I find that arriving early to the class in between sections and giving students time to ask questions or approach me with content or project or assignment questions can be really helpful and more informal than just a regular kind of scary office hours. And one thing that I try to do to help my students feel more comfortable in the class is build a class-specific playlist based off of their recommendations. So I have students submit song requests or artists or genres that they want to hear in class, and I build that for each one of my classes. I just want them to feel comfortable, and when they get to hear their song at the beginning of class or when they're doing their work time, you can see them get excited, like, oh, I requested this one. Oh, this is Bad Bunny. I'm like, yeah, I learned who that is this year. Like there's a way to connect with the students in a way that isn't related to the class, but helps build a better environment. They seem to be pretty excited about getting to share their music, and I think it kind of also helps us remember that we're people outside of the classroom. So there is a little bit more like humanizing for me and for the students. I think that excitement, in my mind at least, translates to them knowing that I'm listening to them, and they can see that in real time. Like they've put in a request for a song or an artist, I'll go through and curate the list and try to make sure that that shows up for them in the class section that student is in, and then they know that I'm listening, even if it's just for something as inconsequential as a song. I use a free streaming platform, and I have students do anonymous submissions through Google Forms. So the students don't have to be, embarrassed if someone thinks their song is uncool or whatever. I ask that they keep it PG so that we don't have any untoward language in class. But I have students submit through a Google form for each class, and they can submit through the whole semester. And I just get a little email notification into my inbox when someone submits a new form. And then I just go through and add little songs here and there to the playlist, and it builds over the semester. So it doesn't have to be a ton of work up front, but going through a streaming service or whatever you might use to stream your podcast or your music, whether it's Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you use, I just pair it with a Google form, and the students have access to that on D2L all year.